Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, August the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. This is the link, this is the email address you can use if you have any questions for me. This is a link for the free room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. The room is open Mondays to Fridays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I share my screen. I'm live on the mic. And in the email you're getting, you will see a promo code for 15% off either the first month only or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. So, I did do some trades, and I'm starting to actually warm up to the fact, or to sort of shorting tops now instead of just chasing momentum. I'm still a momentum trader, and I don't think I'll ever stop being that. But one of the things I'm starting to do is taking a look at tops. If you've seen some of the videos I've done this week, you know that I've been shorting stocks that come into the 200-day moving average or getting close to the 200-day moving average. Before I look at that, though, I'll show you the one that was I found it very tough. FAMI, F-A-M-I, they did have a little bit of news. This is a really, really cheap stock. I waited for it to break $1. This is the pre-market action right here. Like that is 9.15, so that's just before the market opened. Popped over $1, came down under $1 again, got over $1. And I ended up taking this trade at $1.10 on this candle, but it came right back down. I think I ended up making 3 or 4 cents. Got into it again, and I lost 3 cents. This is like 1.7 million shares in the float. And my feeling on this was, let's just take a look at, maybe the weekly is going to show. Yeah, so there you can see that there's room. When I say there's room, when I looked left on the weekly chart and the daily chart, the next highs that I saw were about $1.56. So I said, okay, you get in at $1.10. If I can get into the 30s or 40s, I mean, that's a tremendous percentage move. And because of the size of the float, you cannot walk away from something like this. I just found it too whippy. It is that simple. A lot of these ones that have super low floats, they won't do this. They won't have these big topping tails, bottoming tails, topping tails. They'll have a tremendous run, and then maybe they'll do this, okay? But I just found it too whippy. And unfortunately, I missed the big gain that I could have had because it did get up to 147. But a lot of people in the trading room stuck it out. It actually came up on my watch list at 115. So again, if you stuck it out, there it was. There was the alert. But that bottoming tail would have got me out. I mean, that's all the way back down to 98 cents. So, but that was it. But I am now starting to take a look at things like this. NPTN. This is what I'm still in. This is shorting the top. Okay, up here. It's nothing to do with the 200-day moving average. Let me see on that. On the weekly chart, it has a better look. Yeah, you see on the daily chart. So this is what I was looking at. So what did it get to right there? The high was 862, and what is the high right there? Is 867. So I'm always looking left on a daily chart, maybe even on a longer term chart if I don't see anything. For instance, if this all had been down here, then I have to look at a weekly chart to see where the next potential resistance would be. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, it seemed to struggle when it got up there. You can see that big topping tail. You can see it tried a little bit here. The sellers knocked it down. Buyers tried again. Sellers knocked it down. Buyers tried again and again and again. And finally, this is always a war. And you can tell a lot, if you're not used to reading candlestick patterns or candlesticks. I mean, I am a huge proponent, and, I'm nothing new, but you see all these topping tails, as I call them, topping tails. Now, the only difference here is that there were some bottoming tails here. But I mean, right there was a big bottoming tail, and there's a bottoming tail. So there was some indecision about direction. But finally I ended up taking this trade just under right around here at I think it was 845, 846, and I'm still in this short. But when you see a series of topping tails, again, think of what it means. At one point this candle was green all the way up here, and the seller said nope, and then the buyers tried again. The candle was green all the way up there, Seller said, nope. Eventually, if I were trying to go long this, I'd be going, okay, I give up. I'll give, you guys can have it for a while, maybe for the rest of the day. But, eventually one side is going to win. So when you see a series, especially big ones, like these are very big topping tails. Now, you could say the same thing happened here, though. The sellers knocked it down here and the buyers did take it up. And then it looks like maybe the sellers got back into, or buyers got back into control, but no. So, there's not like a hard and fast rule, but, you looking at this, you can sort of get the sense that, the sellers are just too much in control. Plus, it came right into that high right there and didn't look like it was going to break it. Not today anyway. So that was a short I was in. And also, this was a little bit different because I think it hit this got over the 200-day moving average, 1657. But psychologically, can you see, maybe I'm going to have to show on a weekly chart. You see, here's a weekly chart. Okay, so the high right there on that weekly chart is 1632. So it took that out, no problem. But look at the high right here on that weekly chart, on that weekly candle, is 1704. So look what it did. Where did it get to? It got to 1691. 17, like whole numbers are just tough to get through. It's that simple. They're just psychologically tough to get through, even if there wasn't, any resistance. And so I looked at this hard and fast. I said, well, the only problem I had was I thought maybe that 200-day moving average, which is right, let's get the daily chart back. I thought maybe the 200-day moving average might prove some support. I mean, it went through the 200-day and then it dropped down through it. And I thought, well, maybe it's going to be some kind of support. Anyway, I took this short. I'm not in it anymore. I wish I were, but I think I got, that candle right there got me out. But definitely shorting these tops. Very interesting. It's not something I've done a lot of in the past, but definitely getting more and more interested because the old adage is that it's the elevator up and the escalator up and the elevator down. And the escalator, slowly up. Not that this was slow, and the elevator can be a big drop down. So anyway, it's a tired old adage, but seems to work a lot of times. All right, everybody, that's it. End of a long, long week. Lots of fun, lots of action. I mean, we have so much going on in the trading room. So if you don't come into the trade, there's no reason not to come into the trading room. You can come in at any time. It's free. It's easy to sign up. Just need an email and create a password, and boom, you're in. So come on in. I'll open the room Monday morning at 9 o'clock Eastern. So I hope everybody has a great weekend and hope to see you in the room then. Bye-bye.